Hello students, today topic is section 9.3 is the multiplier. Here can you see four columns around increase in demand, increase in production, and last one is increase in income. Let's start with the first round. Suppose that aggregate demand increases by change in a bar. To meet this increase in demand, production also change in labor. Total income is change in labor. We know the fraction of MPC spent on consumption. Consumption will rise by the MPC times change in labor, which leads to unequal aggregate demand. This increase in demand will be matched increase in production. So the total increase in these two rounds change in labor plus MPC change in labor equal to this term. Again, a fraction MPC of increase in income will be spent on consumption, that is fraction MPC of increase the income of second round, that is this one, will be spent on consumption. So aggregate demand will rise by this term. To meet the increase in production also be equal amount. Total increase in these three rounds change in labor plus MPC times change labor, MPC square change in a bar, this term. Again, a fraction MPC increase in income will be spent on consumption, that is a fraction MPC increase in income of third round, that is this one, will be spent on consumption, which will the to lead increase in income. To meet this increase in demand, production also be increasing. All these four rounds change in labor plus MPC change in labor plus MPC square change in labor plus MPC cube change in labor. This is increase in first round, increase in income second round, increase in income third round, increase in income fourth round, and the total is this term. Change in AD equal to change in A bar plus MPC change in A bar plus MPC square change in A bar, MPC cube change A bar. All these terms so on. We can take in A bar these terms, and the term left in the bracket 1 plus C MPC plus MPC square plus MPC cube plus up to so on. We can observe that is terms in the bracket form geometric series, and the sum infinity is equal to 1 upon 1 minus common ratio. Here common ratio is MPC, right? So sum to infinity will be 1 upon 1 minus C MPC, this term. The answer of this bracket is this term, 1 upon 1 minus MPC change in A bar. Now at the equilibrium y0 is equal to AD, we can write change in y0 is equal to change in aggregate demand. Change in y0 is equal to change in aggregate demand is 1 upon 1 minus MPC A bar, 1 over 1 MPC 1 change in A bar. We solve this, we get change in A bar, this term. this one. Change in equilibrium level of output, autonomous spend is equal to 1 upon 1 minus MPC. The multiple 1 upon 1 minus MPC is called multiplier. This term, multiplier. The multiplier is the amount by which equilibrium output changes when autonomous aggregate demand increases by 1 unit. Basically, multiplier shows change in equilibrium level of output due to change in autonomous spending. In this specific case, omitting the government sector and the foreign trade, we define the multiplier as alpha, where alpha identically 1 upon 1 minus MPC. Direct relationship between MPC and multiplier. Case 1. If we are taking a high MPC value of 0.8, it implies a large fraction of an additional dollar of income will be consumed, due to which there will be larger induced increase in demand. In this situation, the value of multiplier will be larger. In case 2, if we taking low MPC 0.2, it implies that small fraction of an additional dollar of income will be consumed, which implies smaller induced increase in demand. In this scenario, the value of alpha, the multiplier, will be smaller. Thank you and subscribe the channel.